Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense set for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Coming out aggressively. He's got it down the left side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the score.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive...
And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. The 40. At the 30. 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball. Like he did right there, he's going to have to settle in.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. And he's sprinting, he'll take it all the way. Touchdown time! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Brosmer. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Just drives it between the uprights. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Give to the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Alabama quickly back to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The give is to Miller. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Hard running there. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick tempo here for the offense. To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Minnesota 3. Let's go.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Milroe. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it. Touchdown, Bama! And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this.
Picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to throw on first down. The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple of scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Get it out on the screen. Got enough space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a...
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
He's looking to throw it. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication.
He's looking deep. Makes the grab down the left side. All kinds of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Now, you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down if I...
He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Going downfield for the big play. And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Minnesota! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
At the end of the first half, with the score Alabama 28, Minnesota 13.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he's going to run it back. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They're able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone. But that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Looking for space. It's Haynes. Open space at the 25. Running toward the tape. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be dragged down.
Minnesota Golden Gophers will take over. 1st and 10.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
second down coming up. Here's the handoff. The Golden Gophers get the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
29 Philly.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. The short hand. It's Jackson. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On 3rd down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play, now setting up 4th.
"57 yards out, and he powers it through the upright."
35, Minnesota, 16.
They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The option look. He'll pitch it. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for the big play. Makes a catch on the left. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown tie. And the punishment has been extended.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Back to throw. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
The 2-point assist is no good. That keeps the score Alabama 41.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 14 set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's...
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes that Alabama offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
You've just seen in this game, the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Got a man. It's Taylor. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. Skips away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Really needed to cut into that deficit, but guys, it remains at 3 scores.
41, Minnesota, 22.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with... He lofts one down the sideline. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense in hurry-up mode. Looking to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. It's complete. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points.
Red 54, check, check. Red 54, flex combo. Red 54, check. Blue 42, strong. Blue.
Trying to bully their way in. Good, solid tackle.
Well, they decided to try to run it in on that 2-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed one more. They fall short.
Minnesota, 22.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. When you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Gets set, first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. Smashes through. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their course.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going for it all. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Pocket starts to collapse. And down he goes back at the 3.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to run the football at this area of the field, right? They're just trying to give themselves some space so they can go operate, but the defense just bullied them up front at the point of attack, and they're able to tackle that guy for a loss down at the 1-yard line.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive really productive, David. Wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got their touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
On the ground, it's Allen. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Warren. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Penn State 7, Oregon 0.
Ready up.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Come on, set.
The give to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Cricket.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's James. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here comes the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Now adjusting. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver shows motion. They give it to him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Let him bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, the short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's now 2nd and goal.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's James. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got it behind the line. It's James. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Going for the big play. And he's got it at the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. Finds his big tight end. Nice move to keep moving. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Between the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score NC 17, Oregon 3.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
NC Nittany Lions will take over. First and 10.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Aller. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one. Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. Today, we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Martin. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they break the seal on the scoring.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. On the run, it's Singleton. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They're setting up the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They're going back to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
And it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Fast motion from the offense. Back to pass, it's Allard. Got it set up on the outside. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Got it.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10.
Cricket.
They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Penn State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
325.
He's looking to throw. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Across the 25, he's got room. There's a live football. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Wide out in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Nittany Lions have moved it inside the 20. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Trying to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Going for it all. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here. Ball in the air, intercepted! Touchdown, Alabama! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10.
That makes the score Alabama 14.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. sends the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The return brings it out to the 41, and the Alabama offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a man down in distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to take off. And the ball's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 16,
The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Off the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. It's complete. A huge pickup. Open runway ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown tie. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Powers forward. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're bringing heat. Fires on the move. And his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage.